What's up, everyone? Welcome to yet another exciting episode of Talk At Moments. Today, my guest is someone that I love to hate or hate to love, or I just want to strangle him at the same time and be like, "What's up? Let's chop it up." Shay Awolowo, ladies and gentlemen, how are you?
I am fine, thank you.
Welcome
Thank you very
to the
much.
show.
How are you?
I'm beefing you
I,
for so many reasons.
yeah, but please.
Let's start from the top.
Wow. Okay.
Brotherhood.
Yeah.
You offended me
How?
because you snitched.
Wait.
If you haven't seen the movie Brotherhood, we'll take them back a little bit. But please answer me.
Yeah,
Why
wait.
did you snitch on the group?
Wait. Hold on first.
Mm.
Let's have this question again. Why did Kehinde snitch on the group?
Kini yato Kehinde àti Seyi.
You see, two different things. Kehinde, Sheyi, opposing sides. Green hair, black hair, different style. So guys, me throw money in the air. Like the money to be in the pocket and share an envelope. So it's
But
two
you
different.
nailed the character so good that it seemed like it was a part of your life.
I mean, it's my job. It's the job. They pay me money for it. I'm not supposed to collect money off it.
No, but do you know that there are many characters? I have those sort of relationships with so many people.
Yeah.
Like Power, for instance.
Yeah.
What's that boy's name?
Tommy?
Tariq. I hated Tariq for so long that let me tell you what, if I
I
had seen him,
I hated him too.
I like him now from the new Power series.
Oh, okay.
Because you should continue with the series. You will be rooting for him now. But you
Okay.
see, main Power, if I'd ever seen Tariq in real life, is on.
Wow.
Because I would have told him to his face that, nigga, like, are you mad? Do you understand? So that's how I've been feeling about you. First, start be like, what? Because Brotherhood, I was just like, this guy. I mean, I kind of did not expect too much because, your mouth was already running too much. And then you now ended up snitching. I was just like,
Kehinde, see what you have caused for me.
Anyway, it's nice to know that Kehinde is different from Shay.
Yes.
Do you want to know the second reason why I'm beefing you?
You see the way you said it, eh? Oh my God. Please, let's have it.
I have to say this to you. I really like the fact that, you've been in the news a lot of late. I mean, I have never seen how, people sort of, I won't say they formed a perception because it was something you walked yourself into that situation. So I'm not going to pity you right here. You alone.
I don't expect any less.
Only one situation, yeah.
Actually.
Now, before we even start talking about that situation, I like the fact that, you don't really let things get to you. What's the secret? I mean, is this a
Hey, what?
Is this a cover up? Did they
Cover-
get to you?
Get to, as in, please explain further.
If I throw this pillow at you, you don't really because I mean, everyone literally is looking for you. Most women have a bone to pick with you.
I can imagine, I understand, but I mean, everybody's allowed they're entitled to their own perception or, however way they want to think about me. I can't exactly. Human beings are the hardest to satisfy. However way, if I push it to this side, I'm still displeasing some others. If I push it to the other side, and apart from that, I also have an immediate circle, immediate family that if it gets to me, it would affect them indirectly, and that's one place I am not going to compromise for nothing. So,
but do you feel like you were really unkind to us women with the things you said about us?
Wow.
I say us because I'm a woman.
Okay.
And I'm like the leader of like.
Okay, so yeah, so it's okay. I would like to apologize to you and every other lady out there, for the word
okay
that was used that was derogatory to women. I apologize.
How
and
do you
I
feel
cannot
getting
blame.
it out of your chest?
No, I've got this is like the 200. Sorry, I think I kind of lost count, but I mean, what can I say?
Did you know the instant that came out
honestly,
of your mouth?
no. To be honest, no, I did not. I think I was in a rant with the guys. It was like a locker room rant at that point in time. The house had gotten to one side of my brain that I did not expect. Because
what is it like actually? Because I wanted to ask.
I promise you don't want to know.
Okay.
It's not. It's a different kind of prison. It's just when you agree to extreme conditions, you tend to underestimate that sentence, extreme conditions. And I think I was at my own breaking point at that point in time.
So why did you do it again? Because you had done it the first time.
Okay, so life is a double-edged sword. If you don't take the risk, how else are you gonna know? And in these times, you always look for an opportunity to make yourself more sellable, top of mind awareness, more marketable. And at the time, I didn't have any projects I was embarking on. I was looking to marketing myself a whole lot better so that I could be able to raise funds for my own works that I want to do because
Mm.
production, don't know what you're doing right here. I can
Mm.
imagine how it is. So
Yeah.
I'm in that light trying to create my own stuff and I need to be able to market myself. And I'm not exactly the outgoing type of person as much that I'm always there in the news. So I just felt okay. My madam said if I agreed if I could do it the first time, she doesn't see why I can't do it again.
Mm.
And I mean I went for it.
Was she mad at you when you came out of the house?
No, not funny enough, no.
Oh,
Not at
okay.
all.
Because I feel
She
like how people would have probably gone to knock on her door in terms of
oh
like
oh
her
wow.
comment sections or like her social media profile.
Oh,
People would
they
literally be
went
there.
there, but that's the thing. A whole lot of them could not match her energy, and when they went
Oh,
there and they met her,
she was responding back to
well,
them.
she tried to ask some people some questions that they did not know how to type a response back to,
Oh,
and they would just go and report to Instagram that she's the bully, and they are the ones in her DM. As in, even the other night, I went to the request, and I'm like, oh my god, you're a star.
well, people
Like I
were
think she
requesting.
had, as you know, the amount of messages they are sent to her. Oh my days. And
Mm,
if it's that it was from men, like a different thing, it was, from
yeah.
and they were really going at her, and I'm like, wow, all because of me. And my love, I am sorry all over
I
again,
mean, she deserves like
because shout out to
flowers,
you, you're my
massages
backbone.
every day
Oh,
and
trust me,
everything.
she knows.
Because I feel like it's also a thing in this part of the world where women are always blamed for like most of the things that guys do. Do you know what I mean? Like I've been in that sort of situation where someone will do something and then I bear the brunt. So people don't even focus on that person. I mean, in your case, they focused on you majorly, and I felt
Mm.
like you kind of walked yourself into that situation. To be honest, I do understand that you had reached a point where it was but that being said, we started with talking about characters and real life. And I feel like this sort of platform is a social exercise for who, we potentially are. I might be wrong, but let me know if
Well, there are various explanations as to it, because human beings become or tend to become a side of them that they are not always, they are not always, especially when they're stressed.
mm,
They say you can hardly ever get a good answer, a good solution when you're angry or when
mm,
you're pissed or
mm,
panicking, or you always drown when you panic if you're in water. It's that kind of situation. So the breaking point of every individual is different,
mm,
and your reaction cannot be you can never say until that time. And there are different stressors at different points in time, or should we say the principle of cause and effect,
mm,
that could also affect the way that person reacts to this kind of things. Well, I was in the wrong place, wrong time, said the wrong thing at the wrong time. So there's no excuse, there's no
mm,
two way, there's no extra. I know to a certain degree, to myself, I say to myself now, but my guy, you were taken out of context in the long run, because
mm.
they just
You
cut out
thought you were
just
taken
one
out of
part.
context?
Well, to the extent of how it was a locker room talk, because
Mm.
to a certain degree, a lot of these kind of conversations have been had by,
Guys, that's
yeah,
how
I
guys
mean,
talk about us.
no, not talk about girls. I can't remember. Well, if I think if people said there are a lot of instances that have made me the villain this past couple of weeks of my
Mm,
life. And I mean, I'm not even sure which one it's supposed to be. If it is what was said to Pere, Soma, and White Money, or a lot of other things that I'm still trying to find the clips so I can understand the various scenarios and situations.
mm,
But at the same time, the major one that I have been apologizing for, I was in a rant from, it was like from point A to point B,
mm.
but whenever time I ask for the full clip, I always just hear from one part to one part, and then
Let me tell you what I heard. Something about if I had a son, I would make
exactly
sure that
now that's
he.
it said what you heard. But did you watch the beginning of that rant to that part?
No.
Exactly.
Yeah,
So
but
yeah,
regardless,
I know, I'm sure, but
listen.
I'm sure, and I
Whatever the
apologize again
background.
before you're
No, no, no,
about
no,
to
no, no, no,
stab me
no.
with a knife
I'm
again.
not listening. I'm not trying to stab you. I want you to be comfortable. This is a
Okay.
conversation, and I feel like we're all sort of we learn from each other. And
Yeah.
I didn't. I mean, I'm not sitting here trying to be like, oh my God, you deserve this. That's not. If I'm coming across as that, I do apologize because that's not what it is.
Mm.
Okay. I'm trying to just understand how when you say boys locker room chats, I'm like, is that how guys really like feel about we women? Is that what you
No,
guys say to yourselves when we're not
no.
there? And just saying that, regardless of what could have caused you to say that, that was a lot. Do you know what I mean? Imagine if you
Yeah.
heard someone say that, and if you had a girl and you had a guy say that.
Okay, so how objective or no,
That was it. I put
no,
my
okay,
feet in my mouth moment.
okay,
Just admit it. There's
okay.
nothing you can say.
Like I said already,
Yeah.
right? I still do apologize.
Mm-hmm.
And in the end, the factors that made me go into that mindset at that point in time are not being considered.
Yeah.
The stressors are not being considered. I cannot blame anybody for not noticing it or not wanting to see it as a matter of convenience to whoever it might be. But then again, there were some things that put me in that frame of mind.
Mm.
And regrettably, it's not exactly nice, to be honest. Neither is it healthy.
Mm.
It's rather negative and toxic, to be very
Are you
honest.
a toxic guy?
No, I doubt it. I think I was just in that. I soaked up so much of it from everybody else because every time it was getting that bad, I always tried to get out to the garden, and that's when Biggie you just say everybody should get back in the house and he shuts the door.
Mm.
Being around a lot of negative energy, you tend to most likely mop it up, and
Yeah.
you will not know how when you let it out. And I think for me that was a point when I was letting it out, but the
Mm.
wrong way. And if you noticed, I think after I was brought that was brought to my attention, I just always just kept quiet no matter how angry I was, to avoid any of such outbursts where, I
Mm.
might say use the wrong word or
Mm.
on any of that. Because
Yeah.
wow.
I know.
I must say, crazy one, chat.
But you know one thing, life is what how we look at it, and the fact that you've apologized. I mean, in the end, you did come out and you were accountable, which is one of the reasons why I was like, I would definitely respect someone who is accountable. And you didn't come with an energy of I said what I said. Y'all don't like it, jump off a bridge. You know what I mean? Because then I'll be like, no. But it's nice to see that there was some sort of accountability on your end, and entertainment value, you were one of the people that were talked about a lot over the last couple of weeks, because of this sort of situation. But I mean, the human side of you, how did you have to deal with family and people? Because I'm sure when you said people who are close to you, were they getting calls about the fact that why would he say this on national TV? Because when things are out there about me in the press, my family members have stopped now, but in the beginning, they used to literally be like, what was this? People in church are saying things to them and that kind of thing. So how did you do or navigate all of that?
Okay, so for my immediate family, shout out to my immediate family and every other family member I have, plus friends that have become family. Uh all of them know me. Like they know the kind of person I am. Now some of my friends that female friends that say that my sugar daddy moments or my sugar daddy years will be the best ever because of the way I am around women. I'm the kind of I pamper people a lot.
Hmm.
I'm that kind of person. I enjoy spoiling.
Is that spoiling your significant other or
Yes,
spoiling
because
women?
there's not a I mean
We didn't get that
I mean
on
no, you see the
TV.
thing is there's a way I get
Oh.
there's an energy you bring that you get back.
Mm,
Self-respect. When you respect yourself to a certain degree, there's a kind of currency that
mm,
it is
mm,
to put it that way. So yeah, shout out to my family, direct family, plus my Friendstone family, to Friendstone brothers, every single person, because I know that they know me. They
mm,
all know the kind of person I am. And for that alone, I am grateful because of the kind of person I know I am. I have a lot of women around me from growing up, family to going out into the world. I mean, my Mumu button was discovered recently and I hung my boots, to be honest. So I know that I was in the world at some point in time. So I had a lot of women around me and I do not believe I am that kind of person.
mm,
That's, you know, if you know what I mean.
yeah.
So right now, being perceived as this villain, my family members knew who I was. They still said it to me that we know what you were trying to say. We understood who you are and where you were coming from. You have apologized. Keep it moving.
Mm,
Do what you got to do because they know I ain't a quitter.
mm.
Their main fear was that I'll just, probably be too ashamed of myself not to be able to move.
Were you ashamed of yourself?
Well, with the use of the word, yes.
Okay.
With the use of the word, yes. Because regardless of, I mean, uh, for us in my house, we were training a type of way. And
Mm,
that was me losing one of my exams, so to speak, or my classes, it's how
mm,
I'm supposed to control my emotion and how I, you
mm,
know. So I reacted from an emotional standpoint that was rather harsh. And they just told me that now I realize a mistake. What do I do? What are my experiences? Have I learned my lessons? So and now I gotta keep it moving.
mm. Do you think
And
you're an emotional person?
yes, I can be or I am.
Okay.
I'll say I am,
Mm.
yes. I mean, I've cried for a woman plenty times before.
Really?
Mo ti ṣubú sínú ìfẹ́ rí now.
Eh.
I've been a very
Báwo ló ṣe wá
proper
dìde?
Mukaila. Hey. I mean,
Is that where you started beefing us from? Ṣé àwọn
beefing
obìnrin
you.
ti show ẹ?
No, it's 50-50 o. Láyé yìí o, 50-50 láti ṣe o.
Ìwọ náà o ti deal pẹ̀lú àwọn kan.
It's back and front. It's yin and yang. Ẹlẹ́mìnú 50-50 láyé yìí o. I mean,
Do you remember your first heartache?
Please, let's not go there.
We have to.
It's painful, please, no.
Really?
Don't
You
do
still
this
feel
to
the
me.
pain?
It's pain. Eesh.
Do you still see the person around?
Once, yes. And she's doing really good too. No, yeah, she's doing really good. As in, she's doing phenomenal
Are you
stuff.
guys friends now?
We're hello highs.
Would you ever be friends with an ex?
I don't have a problem with my exes.
Okay.
I think it's just them that have problems with me.
Shade.
No, that's how I like to put it. Because I
why? How come all the women that all your exes have a problem with
they
you?
broke my heart and left.
But Shebi was a boy who not to break our heart.
No, no, they don't think about it like that. I mean, don't look at this song. She was just events that we both could not control.
Wow.
She said, I don't like all this. You don't really like it, really? Okay, bye.
And that was it.
Yeah, no, I mean, with their choice, they left.
So this whole thing with you and Tacha, are you guys ever going to have a drink together and just sort it out? Because why are you laughing?
I mean, I'll give her a shout out again because, Tacha, shout out to you, man. 0.89 in the building.
But do you understand where she's coming from? Do you feel like she feels like you've done something?
That is a puzzle that still, I don't know.
So why don't you ask her?
I tried.
Okay.
You're right. You see, the first time we first came out the house, there was nothing happening. As in, wherever we saw ourselves, we were cordial, crack jokes here and there. And then we are not in the same place. And the next thing online makes it seem like I'm trying to poison her drink. And I'm like, wow. So there's one time my wife and I, at the time she was my girlfriend, Tasha, I don't mind having, I had to put out so it's not as if I'm trying to slide into her DM and, hey, let's hang out for lunch. And then you just see it online that she is sliding into her DM. Open, we could, let's find somewhere to have lunch, just have a conversation and, nothing. The all trunks are busy, please try later. I entered her DM, yo, happy birthday. All trunks are busy, please try later. She didn't respond. And at that point in time, I dusted my shoe and I stood to the side before I collect stray bullets.
I think she's been quite vocal about the fact that maybe you said some things about her or you
some
did.
things about her.
I mean, she tweets about the fact that you said you did some things to her. I don't really follow the timelines, but I know maybe when she came out of the house, she found out that you were not really her friend. Because that always happens a lot with this Big Brother show. You guys might be cool during the season, and then during the reunion, you just realize that things have happened. Somebody has said something, and then everyone's literally like, "The fuck."
I am sure. Excuse me. I'm sure I don't have a problem with Tacha. Not from here to there. I believe she's doing exceptionally well. And I actually enjoy seeing her wins because it defies a lot of things that were said even when I came out of the house by, a lot of people that, she can't last. And now she's still there on the grind and still making good numbers. So the part where she probably has a problem with me for whatever reason that happened in the past, which I honestly can't remember. Right. I don't know what to do about that.
I mean, time.
I've said if she wants me to come on her show, I'll come on her show. If she has a project that she would like me to, I really don't have a problem. I'll support.
You sound like one of those annoying people that know what they are doing to you, but they'll be like,
no.
It's okay, I can support anything you're doing.
In all honesty, I will support. As in, that's the thing. That's my own mindset is to support every and any of the housemates in any positive way I can, regardless of what you think about me or not. And I said that thing to them. They know from the first, any event you guys are having, as long as you invite me, I will come for it. I'm not going to say, on this day I'm going to. There's no, okay, I can make it for this, I'll make it. If I can't make it, I honestly cannot make it. And she, of all people, never reached out to me in any kind of way, even if I did.
But you guys friends in your
in the house at a point in time, yes. But then it got to a point where I had to stay away because the stray bullets were getting too much. And as a guy, you know when to play safe. It's getting too much. Let me maintain my champion, which is what I did. And maybe at that point in time, she felt I was still supposed to be collecting stray bullets for free. No, now why am I collecting stray bullets for free? I mean, I'm not toasting you. I didn't propose to you. I'm not your Mukaila.
I think it's the way you word things that makes it so funny how you say it. What does that have to do with anything? I'm not toasting you. And imagine if you actually said that in real life to somebody.
Well, okay, but it's the truth now.
Oh my
Now,
God.
so, it's okay, for example, now, I see you now, you looking fly. I'm like, hey,
Thank
babe,
you.
what's going on? Can I get your number and all that? I've entered one box, right? It now gives you a chance to be able to say, this guy, you're a big head. Leave me, Joe. See, big head has entered first box, right? But now I don't even enter the first box for me to just be correcting big head, Olodo, better than you. You know that kind of thing. So now, am I not supposed to still continue down that? No, now.
Oh my God, you have a point. When you say that, it reminds me of all those guys that, those relationships when we're young where you like the person, but you guys insult yourselves. And deep down, people are like, what's between these two people? Must
Exactly.
be. Are you one of those people that when when you were still in the world to toast a babe, you'll be like, hey, big head, or all those things?
No, we have to sample, of course. Now, we have to sample our technique, You have to try different strokes for different folks. I mean,
I don't know if I would enjoy. I think watching one Yoruba clip that was online. I think it was with
I
Wunmi
think you enjoy
Toriola.
it small.
I feel like Yoruba love is so sweet to me.
Yes.
When I see people insult themselves like Oriye,
Go share,
but
get out of
it
it.
get one where they go tell you where you go be like, we still playing. Is that still play?
Yes, well, I agree. Yes, yeah. But no, about that, okay, it looks like someone that might enjoy it small. No,
I do my toxic. When I asked if you were toxic, I like that you were like, "Oh, I'm not toxic." I mean, I know that I am toxic. I think everybody has a bit of toxicity in them.
All yes.
So why are we all pretending? Everybody has. What is my biggest toxic traits? I don't think I want to share that yet.
Why no? Just give us a little.
Because Jesus is still working on this. I've put it at the feet of Jesus so many times. I don't know why it's taking so long to fix this. Fix me, Lord. Fix me. Because, yeah.
But I don't
My toxic traits, I think, is I can be like your best friend. Like, we can talk And the day I wake up in the morning, and you might not necessarily offend me. It's a trauma response. I can just be like, I'm just tired of talking to this person. I just ghost.
Oh.
Yeah, I ghost people. I said it.
Is that really toxic?
I think it is because as an adult, you should want to have conversations and you should. I don't want to be ghosted. I imagine if someone did that to me, I'd be like, yeah,
okay, if you put it
I'm on the floor. Do you understand?
If you put it that way, then,
as an adult, you should use your words. Like, I want to be a better communicator. And this is not just in relationships, also like in friendships. I'm that person in friendships. I think I've been betrayed by so many people that before you even betray me, if he talks like a, walks like a, I'm like, yeah. And it's not too good. So
I agree with you on that.
So I said mine. So much for you being like, I'm not toxic.
No, I think I would like to copy that. I know how to ghost. Once you've
What's your zodiac sign?
I'm a Capricorn.
Okay.
So mine, I give people 3 strikes.
I don't even have 3 strikes.
No, I give people 3 strikes.
I don't know how to have 3 strikes. I don't know. Once you come at me one way left like this.
No, I had to start giving 3 strikes because over the space of time, I had experienced a whole lot of friends go south, and then the ones that, for some reason, come back and redeem themselves without me even. So
you're preaching to me now. I think there's so many friendships that I probably have lost out on because I was in my head. Because I was just like
exactly. So I think that's just the one thing I tend to, because even I myself, I believe I deserve 2 strikes, not even 3. And my 3 strikes is just, I mean, everybody's human. Nobody's perfect. If people were perfect, then we're all gods. But we are literally still here. So we are just human beings. But it get the one way some people go do where I wake up that morning and I just delete everything.
How did you get this, your optimism? Like, where did it come from?
From losing a lot.
Okay. Talk to me about some of your losses. What have you lost at?
Wow. Quite a number of transactions, friends.
Like money, business?
Yeah. Of course. Plenty idea that has gone, somebody has gone to go and do it before you did. I'm like, my guy. But we are guys now. Like, this guy, sharp that time. I'm like, but we are guys now.
There's a notion out there that people are quick to say women don't like each other. And I'm the first person to say, listen, you men do the worst things to yourselves.
Okay, please, let's not go there.
You men do the worst things to yourself. In my opinion, men are the worst cloud chasers. Have you seen how men react around other rich people? When is women that reacting, they're like, oh my gosh, the gold digger said this.
That man possibly at that point in time is just probably broke or is low on funds at that point, and that's why it's edgy. Okay, you women will just walk into a place and you just inside the next woman for no reason at all.
That's not true.
Oh, but okay, I've seen this thing happen.
I'm sure you have
so many times.
But listen, I feel like it's more popular because women are more vocal about it. Now, not many guys will sit here and admit the fact that, I shared a business deal with one of my guys and he cornered me. Many guys are being built from when they were young to handle rejection and handle failure in such a way that they don't show it. But men do you guys fuck your friends' babes. You people do the worst things to yourselves.
In that case where the guy did that to the guy, what is the girl's offense in that transaction?
Why does it have to be our offense?
I mean, so why does it have to be the guy's?
Let me say something.
Too?
She's not friends. No. Okay, but no, let me tell you why I'm saying what I'm saying. If you're friends with me, for instance, and let's use that throw pillow since it's just both of us.
Yes.
And the throw pillow is your babe.
Yeah.
Dude, the person I owe here is you.
Okay.
The throw pillow owes you. The throw pillow and myself, we don't really owe each other anything. So why in my right mind, most of the times in these cases, is the friends. Do you know how many guys have dated that they are friends? Let me be honest with you right here. Do you know how many men I've been with that I know that their friends would give an arm and a leg? Self-respect for who I am will not make me look there. But trust me, I know that half of them are looking at their boy like, how did you bag her? And if they could even spend 5 minutes with me, they would do it. They will fuck their friends over and not think about it.
Oh my God, this feels bad. To all those guys out there,
it's bad.
But first things first, okay, have you seen yourself in the mirror? I'm sure you did. You see how good you look?
Even girls that are not good looking. It's not about me. No, girls who are not good looking.
Okay, so in that regard, wow. My guy, she's not good looking. Oh, need taste here, but I mean, that's the guy,
Why are you trying to deviate from what I'm saying? No, I'm saying that in as much as...
For me, I feel it's 50-50.
I'm not arguing with you about the fact that you say some women don't like each other. I now say ignorant women and women who are misinformed are the ones who hate on themselves. Because when you see the lights, you realize that there's no need, the sky is big enough. But I hate this tale of men sitting at bars and are quick to think that women will snitch on themselves. If it not be woman, put 3-4 women together and a fight go finish them. You hear things like that, but I'm like, you guys do the worst things. Have you seen how men behave around rich people?
I do.
Oh my God, a wealthy man will be here. The way the men will be laughing, ha 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 ha. What he says is not even funny. They're like, ha 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 ha, Alaji, ha 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 ha. And I'm like, men are the worst cloud chasers.
Let's not do this now. Okay, let's not do this.
I like that all you can say is let's not do this. Because I'm not lying.
No, you see, there's half of half inside is 50-50. Okay, it's 50-50.
But I'm not here arguing about the women. I've accepted about what you said about the women.
I know about some pieces.
They will hiss at each other. Did I argue with you?
No, of course.
But what I refuse to agree is the fact that you are not willing to accept that men do the worst things to themselves.
Wait, okay. Please wait. Press pause. You say I'm not willing to agree that men do the worst things to themselves.
Yes.
But you have already agreed that women also do the worst things to themselves.
It's been said tales as old as time.
Okay, so you agree that...
It's been said that women don't like each other.
Agreeing now is agreeing to 50-50. You get, because you're a woman, I'm a man, right? You agree, I agree. 50-50. Like
I didn't hear you say you agree when it comes to men. I heard you say, okay, don't go there because you women, the woman will just hiss at somebody.
Let's not bring out too many details because details...
they defend gender. They defend there.
I will always stand for my men. Same way I'll be standing for Manchester United.
I'm sure that you probably toasted one of your friends' girls. Now, you will never admit it.
No, you see, now that's the thing. I was the one that was being toasted. Hey. Come on, toast me. Go on. Why are you doing this? Wow. I'm a retired hot cake. Yes, I'm a retired hot cake.
How convenient.
It's
always convenient. The woman that costs it.
No. Wait first.
Even in the Garden of Eden. Men have been annoying me from time immemorial.
I'll be honest, when I was in the world, I used to toast girls. And they say, I have a boyfriend. Where is he? Where is he now? No. So what are you saying, girl? Yes.
But what about one of your guys?
No, that's the thing. No.
Okay, even if you didn't toast, admit it on this podcast with me. Yes. Have you ever fancied? You've looked at one of your...
Plenty. Because my guys have taste. You didn't want me? My guys have taste. Of course, I've seen some pretty... I'm like, oh, you fine, oh, wow. Yes, now. Chuck for my... you understand? They got a... If not, somebody in the group will be like, Go and toast a fine girl. She Halima to admire her girlfriend.
I mean, just as long as I agree to 50-50, because I feel like when men are quick to like say things like women don't like each other,
Yeah.
I know that women also have been the ones to peddle such tales about ourselves. But as long as we live, we're trying to change the narrative that human beings are just human beings. Because there are cases where men, I've heard of things that, as you said, a guy will share a business deal. A man will go behind to the ministry and say, don't give that guy the contract. They do it to themselves too. It's just that when women were emotional. When it happens, a woman will pack the whole community. She'll tell everybody, she'll eye you. Guys don't talk about it. They'll just be like, my guy, you fuck up, but... do you understand?
Yeah,
Lord. But it's the same thing. And admit that the way you behave around rich people, men, you're the worst.
Not all of us shall, but some of us.
Oh, gosh.
I remember I put us being
most men are like that.
Some of us, not all of us. The really rich ones don't do it, but the ones that are not as rich tend to try and do it.
No, but the real rich ones also do it. They do it to wealthier people. They brag. Have you seen how two rich people will meet and they say, oh, you flew your private jet? Oh, no. I have 3 waiting for me.
You see, that's what they say when one person won't stop, another person won't start.
Okay.
You get me? So when it was, I'm a billionaire. Yeah, he's a multi-billionaire. Trillionaire, lele. There's always someone that has more than you. You can't be the only person.
I'll kill to be a fly on the wall of like billionaires chatting and how they dig themselves. Like even when Elon Musk and this guy, when they come at themselves online, I don't even bother myself because I'm like, these rich people fighting. Better face your fronts. What you want to go and say there? Do you know what I mean?
I mean, I think I've sat in some rooms where there are some wealthy people, definitely wealthier than myself, and I'll not lie. Their conversations are very entertaining.
What do they talk about?
I mean, let's just censor that part.
Really?
The way they yab themselves is unique, and you'll be like, oh, they're Binu.
Mama,
you know what told me, Jerry? You are poor. Get out. Did he just call this guy poor? You look at this guy is poor. And she kept quiet. Wow.
I guess he knows how much he's sitting on, so that will make him laugh.
So...
How long have you guys been married for?
3 years.
You've been married for 3 years?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
So tell us something about marriage that we don't know. I mean, I still think you're a baby in the institution.
Oh, yes, I am a baby. I mean, I'm just figuring it out. And I must say, wow. As in, wow.
What does wow mean? Because wow can mean different things.
Wow. I mean, wow. I see.
Wow, you said wow like 5 times.
It's different.
So is that wow good? Wow.
It's a bit of
okay.
Both. It's a bit
wow,
of both.
Bad.
It's a bit of both. Being good and bad. And then there's great. And then there's nasty. But it's just that whole yin yang. You can't always have everything perfect.
Yeah.
But wow.
Wow.
I'm not gonna lie, because
do you know how many times you said wow?
It was like 7 or 8 times. But
do you have more?
I'm never gonna lie. Yes, wow. Because I'm not gonna lie. See, it was until I got married that I think I got a different type of sex appeal.
Really?
Yeah.
You're like people outside?
Yeah, to other women. like, I'm not, you're married now, really? You're now married? Where's your hand? What's going on? And I'm, yeah, I thought that is meant to keep you away.
You think that people like you more now that you're married?
Yeah, and I asked that question to a couple of my friends, and they're like, probably it's because you can handle responsibility. I'm looking for my responsibilities to be handled. Why do I want to handle an extra one? Why me?
I'm cute. It's nice. See, it's hearing it from you because you hear when people will say, "Oh my God," that as women as well. Women also say it. Married women also say it, that they become even more desirable. I remember a couple of married friends that'll be like, they're at the gym and guys can see the ring and they're still hitting on them. And it's like, can you not see that I'm taking?
I was on the phone to my wife when she was taking a walk. And the guy pulled up, ping, ping, ping. Like, oh, good day. Yo, fine girl, let me give you a lift. Oh, don't worry, I'm okay. I'm just going to my house. Oh, I don't know. Oh, sir, I'm married. Does it mean? I was on the phone, no? Oh, wow. Then they toast you. That was being a hot babe. They know they toast you. You see what I'm saying? And he keeps going like, don't worry. I'm sure I can take care of your husband. I think it might be a case
of people feeling like you both have something to lose. You know how as a married woman, a guy might... I don't know. I'm not married. But I'm just saying that the reason why people probably be like, it doesn't matter. It's probably because they believe that with married women, they will keep their secrets more. She has... I mean, if you date him, who is she going to tell if she's sleeping with you? the thing will go on longer. She would be very.
Do they use it to collect stripe if they tell who they are sleeping with? I don't understand.
No,
This
but I
kiss
mean,
and
she has
tells.
something to lose in the sense that she's married to someone. So, I mean, she's not going to be like, oh, I'm sleeping with somebody else.
Wow.
I don't know. I'm just saying, like, I'm not married.
That doesn't exactly add up, to be honest.
Yeah. So you didn't get my explanation right
No, I
now.
got your explanation, but as in for them to, so you don't want the girl to go and tell another person because she's
No, I feel like
married.
some guys like feel like that guy who was hollering at your wife. He's
Yeah.
probably married as well, possibly.
Of course.
And for him to say it doesn't matter is because he knows that if he's dating a younger girl who might be single, chances are she will tell her friends. His wife might quickly find out. But if he's dating another married woman, hello, we've heard about billionaires. Is that not the story of, is it Jeff Bezos or one of them that ended up with his wife's friend? Imagine how long that affair had been going. They were both married. So it's easier for married people to cheat because it's like, who am I going to tell?
Well, you see, I don't know. Before
you answer question when you get home, you better stop there.
No, I mean,
because there's no room here for you if she kicks you out.
No, she's my best friend. Some kind of times there's some things that I mean, I'm not surprised if I check my phone, I don't see a picture from my phone now. Say,
what kind of picture?
Oh, I just saw this bomb on the road. Though. Oh, she's my G like that.
Oh, really?
No, that's the beauty about it. And I'll say if you're gonna get married, marry your friend. Marry your best friend. That's the best thing that knows you in total and lucky me and blessed in that regard. But for the people that are not exactly that fortunate, I would say try and create a relationship that the girl becomes your best friend. Where you guys, share like 2 hours alone by yourself so you guys can be able to gist about your day. And don't take everything seriously because it's a conversation to try and get to be friends. Because at a point in time, it's always difficult to be able to gist, this girl winked at me. Who winked at you? Nobody. Just cool down. No need to bring her a shovel. She just walked past. But with time, we became...
How long did you guys date for?
About 5 years.
Okay, do you think that helped?
To be honest, from the minute we started dating, we were already fighting like we were married.
Oh.
Yeah, we were already fighting like we were married. So that part was rather easy. So it just, getting married itself was like...
What's the worst fight that you guys have had so far?
Oh, wow. Oh, no.
Because when people say they marry their best friends, I'm curious to ask... when you guys argue, do you argue like best friends or do you argue like...
Oh, no, we go there. Like, oh my God. I don't chop a barra before now. I would have Wale who connects. He entered. I mean, just saw someone text message on my phone. And that text message, it was a stupid text message. My God.
How did you get out of that situation?
I'm Benio. It's not like that. Yeah, this is a different actually, it was out of context, but different. Hey, Joe, I beg you.
I think you are actually very entertaining. I think you can be very misunderstood as well. And again, as you said, we all can. Like I learned a long time ago. I don't even bother trying to change people's perception. It's okay. That shit don't put money in my pocket, lights in my house. Like I'm okay. I'm good. Just own it. Like I just want you to wear a shirt with all the things you said. Just own it.
Oh, wow.
I think if you owned it, we'll probably just know that we're lele. All of us will just accept that. You know what I mean? We'll just be like, this one is mad.
Don't get that GoFundMe. Won't make an apple next week.
Just kidding.
I should do t-shirt and put...
You make money.
I write that word.
You'll be shocked that many people are as toxic as that.
I write that word.
I don't know the word they're talking about.
Let's leave it as
Which
such.
Which word are you talking about?
No, please. Let's leave it as such.
So you repented.
I remember last night I opened GoFundMe. We all put the card for like your table for here.
No, it's not that deep. I'm sure it's not that deep. Was the word that bad?
Wait there, they went to go and drag company I just advertised for.
Did they drop you? They dropped you.
Well, the Lord is on the throne. What can we say? I'm not saying I will drop or I'll pick. I hope I get pick. Let me put like that. Let us say drop. Yeah. I hope I'll be pick. Yeah. So,
we live in a very, 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 very conscious time.
Yeah.
And I feel like the onus is on all of us as entertainers, public speakers, radio presenters. If there are things that we could have done, just even in the timing and involvement of life. There's certain shows that Coming to America could not have been shot. Coming to America 1 could not have been shot in this time.
Yes.
Do you know what I mean? They would receive a lot of backlash.
Yes.
Sex and the City, the first series, could not have happened now. There was no black representation.
Yes.
We live in a time where, people are now awake. The consciousness is real. And you never know when cancel culture will come knocking on your door. Why am I saying this? Now that we've drank some water, whenever someone wants to take you out of character, perhaps you just focus on the fact that they're not worth it.
Yeah.
And then just, punch a wall or do something.
Punch a wall.
Well, you could just punch a wall or do something, but yeah, just not you, Satan, not today. Because, it's just it takes a second to destroy years of hard work.
Yes.
Do you know what I mean? Look at the Will Smith situation. One night.
That's
20 years before that, he was nominated with Denzel in the same category.
Yeah.
Denzel took it. 20 years after, it was his big night. But the people from his village said, not today.
Possible.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, I like the fact that you're accountable and you can laugh about it. It was a moment where you heard, hopefully your fans would, come together and realize that you're not that guy. And, you guys can have a lovey-dovey, chewy relationship again.
Amen to that. Amen. Please, the fans, I'm sorry.
He's begging, guys.
Me say I can call a helicopter. Just saying. But, at the same time, I appreciate every single one of my fan base.
Yeah.
So the ones that supported me, that criticized me as well, thank you very much. It shows that you're not a zombie and you have free will to think. I really
and if
appreciate
you can take
that.
the good, you should accept the bad.
Of course. That's one thing I think my fan base should know about me. I would always take responsibility for my actions, whether good or bad, because that's the kind of human beings. Those are the kind of human beings I believe that every single one of us should be, not the ones that don't want to take accountability and wants to pass it on to the next person. I'm like, it's his fault. It's best we start taking accountability so that our kids too can understand what it is to take accountability for their actions and being able to grow in the right direction.
And I hope that God blesses you with a girl.
Oh, I'm looking forward to that.
You deserve that.
I'm looking forward to that.
After you
see, the problem about that part.
Sleeping
the problem
with
about
a gun under your pillow.
See, the problem about that part is that it's my wife that's going to suffer it.
Why?
Because I'm going to be loving my daughter more than her. Who do you think I'm going to start pampering? I'm my new boyfriend. You think she's going to have a boyfriend? No other. Yes, I'll have a wild cat in the house, a tiger or a jaguar for the guys. Yeah, don't worry. I'll give her OT. Yes. I'll let her know how the toasting goes on and how, yes, I'm going to do it first. Imagine, sugar daddy toasting. Oh my God. Let them come and try my daughter. So, Bunny game. Don't step in the room. Talk to me nicely or don't talk to her at all.
Oh my God.
It is what it is.
So you know how it feels when you were running your mouth and saying...
No, I understand this word to a certain degree. I stand to be corrected. And I'm actually looking forward to my daughter because I've told my wife, that has to be my best, that has to be my G. For a lot of reasons. A whole lot of reasons. From experience as well. Because I can only show her the kind of man she would want in this life.
Yeah.
So I would like to set a good standard or a good benchmark so that when she wants to go after or when she's a guy is on her case, she compared to my dad. I know, but okay.
I saw this Instagram post where this guy was on Valentine's Day, before he took his wife out at night, he had spent the day loving on his daughter. And I felt like girl dads, like that is the most beautiful. A girl's first love should be her father.
Yes.
And it was amazing to see how he took her on an ice cream date. He brought her flowers.
Yeah.
They literally went out on a date. It was so sweet. So if he kept that up growing up, she would probably,
Exactly. My dad spoiled the girls in the house.
Okay.
It was the girls, the boys, okay, get out of my sight. Oh, wow, for me, she got all the love and then get out of here. There's
sweet.
a sister, is the daughters that always had to get us the loving after us. You're not going to, are you not going to? But it was the girls, and we understood why that was.
Okay.
That was like the basis for every other, I would like to say, that was the baseline for how they now selected who they got with. And I intend to, replicate and also improve on that as well. So.
All right, Seyi Awolowo, thank you so much for your time.
My pleasure.
This has been actually very, very interesting. When I see the guest selection, sometimes I'm thinking, how would this conversation go? But I must say, I laughed through it. I had a good time. So thank you for blessing us on the pod. All right, that's it, ladies and gentlemen. Seyi Awolowo Unfiltered. Thank you so much for watching, and I have to give you guys a massive shout out to all Talking Moments lovers. You guys have been rocking with us for years. The YouTube guys, all your messages. I love you guys deep. You guys, season 2 has been fire. We promised you that it would be fire, and it has. I think we've lived up to every promise we made, and it's only just getting started. Okay, so buckle up because the ride is about to get even crazier. It's available on all streaming platforms. Remember that you can listen as you work, as you jog, as you do, whatever it is that you do, and you can watch on YouTube as well. Until the next episode, my name is Toke Makinwa. Mwah. Love you all.